When most people think of asteroid mining, they picture something out of science fiction: massive space stations, laser drills, and astronauts hauling gold bricks back to Earth. But the reality in 2026 is far more interesting and happening much faster than anyone predicted. The asteroid mining market is projected to grow from $2.49 billion in 2026 to $5.42 billion by 2030, a compound annual growth rate of 21.4%. That's faster than the early internet boom. And it's not speculation anymore. Actual missions are launching this year. North America currently holds the largest market share, with U.S. agencies and companies responsible for 81% of global space launches in recent years. California-based Asteroid is leading the charge, with its Vestry asteroid mission scheduled to launch in early 2026. So what's actually up there worth mining? Asteroids are essentially time capsules from the formation of our solar system, 5 billion years old and packed with materials that are incredibly rare on Earth. The most valuable targets are platinum group metals: platinum, palladium, rhodium, and iridium. These materials are essential for smartphones, medical devices, catalytic converters, and advanced electronics. On Earth, they're rare and concentrated in just a few locations. A single metal-rich asteroid like 16 Psyche, located between Mars and Jupiter, is estimated to contain iron, nickel, and precious metals worth potentially quadrillions of dollars, enough to crash global commodity markets if it were all brought back at once. But here's the reality check. We're not bringing quadrillions of dollars back to Earth anytime soon. The real near-term opportunity is something far more practical: water. Sounds boring, right? But in space, water is liquid gold. Water ice on asteroids can be split into hydrogen and oxygen, rocket fuel. If we can extract water in space, we can refuel spacecraft without launching fuel from Earth, where every pound costs thousands of dollars to lift off the ground. NASA has been researching optical mining, using concentrated sunlight to heat asteroid material and extract water. A single mission could return up to 100 metric tons of water to lunar orbit, creating a refueling depot for future missions to Mars and beyond. Let's talk about who's actually doing this in 2026. Asteroid, a California-based startup founded in 2022, is one of the most ambitious players. They're developing technology to locate, visit, extract, and refine platinum group metals from near-Earth asteroids. Their upcoming Vestry mission, launching in early 2026, will rendezvous with a target asteroid and analyze its composition. Safran Defense and Space is supplying 2 advanced electric propulsion systems, the same technology that's already been to the moon. But Asteroid's journey hasn't been smooth. Their 2023 mission had communications problems. A 2025 mission lost contact within 20 hours of launch. They've described these as hard-earned lessons and are pushing forward with their 3rd attempt in 2026. Across the Atlantic, the UK-based Asteroid Mining Corporation has developed something remarkable: the Scari robot. Unveiled in October 2023 at the Space Economy Summit in Los Angeles, this 6-legged explorer weighs just 20 kilograms. Scari is designed to traverse the most challenging terrains, places wheeled robots can't go. With advanced material detection and processing technology, it could revolutionize how we prospect for resources on asteroids and the moon. In October 2024, Japan's ISpace signed an agreement with Asteroid Mining Corporation to fly Scari to the moon as a technology demonstration. This isn't science fiction, it's happening now. China is also in the race. In May 2025, they launched Tianwen-2, their first asteroid exploration mission. It will rendezvous with near-Earth asteroid 2016 Ho-3, collect samples, and return them to Earth. Chinese researchers have developed a six-legged space mining robot designed for near-weightless conditions. 3 legs have claws that can generate 200 newtons of gripping force each, enough to anchor firmly on a rotating asteroid while collecting samples. They're also exploring on-site resource utilization, using materials extracted from asteroids to generate power for continued operations. This is exactly the kind of technology that makes long-term space presence possible. But here's the problem that keeps space lawyers up at night. Who actually owns an asteroid? Under the 1967 Outer Space Treaty, no nation can claim sovereignty over any celestial body. Article II explicitly says space is not subject to national appropriation. The treaty was written long before anyone seriously considered mining asteroids. It says exploration should benefit all countries, but it doesn't clearly address whether private companies can own what they extract. Countries have started creating their own laws to fill the gap. The U.S. Commercial Space Launch Competitiveness Act gives Americans the right to own resources they mine in space. Luxembourg has similar legislation designed to attract space mining companies. A new study published in January 2026 by researchers from the Institute of Space Sciences in Spain analyzed the feasibility of mining undifferentiated asteroids, the most common type, making up 75% of known asteroids. Led by Dr. Joseph M. Trigue-Rodriguez, the team studied carbonaceous chondrites, primitive meteorites that fall to Earth. They found that while precious metals aren't abundant, these asteroids are rich in water and carbon, perfect for creating fuel and life support. The study concluded that for certain water-rich asteroids, extracting water for fuel is more viable than chasing precious metals in the near term. As Dr. Trigue-Rodriguez put it, the future lies in promoting international cooperation and common goals for peace and prosperity. Here's something unexpected. The U.S. Space Force is paying close attention to asteroid mining companies, not because they want gold, but because of the technical challenges these companies are solving. Major General Stephen Purdy recently admitted, "That was a community I didn't really pay attention to a couple of years ago. Now I'm paying attention." Asteroid mining companies are developing ways to detect and track dim objects, faint, hard-to-see targets in deep space. One mining company gave Purdy 3 different aha moments in a single meeting. The technologies needed to find tiny asteroids, navigate to them, and operate nearby are exactly what the military needs for future space operations. So when will we actually see asteroid mining become a real industry? Dr. Trigue-Rodriguez cautions that it might be a few decades or centuries from now. That timescale depends on how quickly we develop the necessary technology. Before any mining happens, we need more sample return missions. We've only had 3 successful asteroid sample returns: Japan's Hayabusa missions and NASA's OSIRIS-RX. China's Tianwen-2 will add to that knowledge. As one researcher put it, "It sounds like science fiction, but it also seemed like science fiction when the first sample return missions were being planned 30 years ago." The economic potential is staggering. The Global Asteroid Mining Market Report projects growth from $2.49 billion in 2026 to $5.42 billion by 2030. But these numbers include spacecraft design, launch services, operations, and technology development, not just extracted resources. Key trends driving this growth include autonomous mining systems, robotic extraction technologies, and in-space resource processing. Companies are laser-focused on mission cost optimization. Space is expensive, and every dollar counts. In October 2023 alone, 3,143 objects were launched into space, a 24% increase from the previous year. Every mission increases our knowledge and brings us closer to practical asteroid mining. There are legitimate concerns about environmental impact. both in space and on Earth. Mining operations could create debris clouds. Returning large amounts of precious metals could disrupt global markets and harm developing economies that rely on resource exports. The Moon Agreement of 1979 proposed that space resources are the common heritage of mankind. While not widely adopted, it raises important questions about how the benefits of asteroid mining should be shared. Some researchers propose an international fund that would share a portion of asteroid mining profits with developing nations. This could ensure that space resources benefit all humanity, not just wealthy countries and corporations. So where does this leave us in 2026? Asteroid mining is no longer science fiction. Real companies are launching real missions. Real technologies are being tested. Real money is being invested, $249 billion this year alone. The path forward won't be straight. There will be failures, like Astroforge's lost missions. There will be legal battles over ownership. There will be debates about fairness and environmental protection. But the direction is clear. Humanity is going to the asteroids. Every sample return mission, every robotic explorer, every failed attempt teaches us something. The asteroids have been waiting 4.5 billion years for us to arrive. In 2026, we're finally knocking on their door. The trillion-dollar industry isn't coming, it's already here.